Hey, Greg, you wish for a little more action?
I do wish for more action, Mike.
As you wish, Greg. Let's party! Greg, we're just getting started.
Now this is nice.
You got 2 wishes left.
Boxing King Media in association with the Riyadh season, delighted to be joined by Tyson Fury and Nav. Nav, you feel like you're just being kept hostage here. I'll let Tyson explain.
So first and foremost, this video is, I suppose it's a message to the world talking about Saudi Arabia. So, where can we start? I think we start with massive shout out to the Riyadh season. And above that, massive shout out to Turkey Al Sheikh. And above that, massive shout out to the big boss himself, MBS. To be here in this country, I've been here a week now, it's been absolutely fantastic. First of all, the weather's fantastic every single day. Not too hot, just right. I don't know what it's like in the peak summer, obviously really hot. Secondly, everybody here, from the staff at the hotel to people we've met in the streets and shops and stuff, everyone's been amazing with us. It's been fantastic, hasn't it now?
100%.
The whole experience of
It's
it.
been like an eye-opening experience. My first time here in Riyadh, and seeing how young and vibrant the people are here, and there's just so much going on by way of experiences and immersive experiences for people that are traveling here, like from the Boulevard City, which reminds me of like that Studio City in LA, on the Universal backdrop. But from just the hospitality, I mean, it couldn't be any more well looked after, from the hotel and the state-of-the-art gym facilities.
It's worth mentioning, Nav, you're the guy behind the, I don't know, crazy is a complimentary word, suits that Tyson wears. It's worth letting people know that.
Yeah, it's been about 9 years working with Tyson. I was a young man and he was giving me an opportunity, and I started off by doing the first suit we did was for the Klitschko build-up.
Yeah.
I'd never met Tyson before. I took my garments to him, and seeing him duck under the door frame was definitely an eye-opening experience, and I was about 8 inches off the sleeve length the first time, but we've got it right now, I think, Tyson.
Yeah, we've got it right. There's been a lot of vibrant colours, a lot of different looks, and a lot of well-timed different projects that's been ongoing and still ongoing going forward. Nav's always way ahead of time with stuff, and he's got everything planned, so whether it's a catwalk for a GQ magazine front cover,
Yeah, we've done it all.
whether it's a night out at the opera, whether it's a Christmas party, whether it's a gala dinner, whether it's a talking evening with Tyson Fury, or a massive monster press conference, always looking pristine and crisp. So yeah, big shout out to Nav. And also, he's the behind the scenes guy with the socials as well. Keeps on top of all that for me and does a fantastic job, which I'm very, very happy with.
I appreciate that. I have to say though, working with Tyson is by far one of the most enjoyable experiences I've had creatively, because his life story is ever unfolding, and as someone that's able to just, gauge the sense of humor, the opponent or the location, we're able to just put the imagination onto the prints, which allows us to come up with these wild designs. And with someone with his stature to be able to carry these prints, it's very, very eye-catching, and it makes a statement every time.
Not everybody could wear the type of clothes that I wear. Everyone says to me all the time, like, I'd never be able to get away with wearing that.
Yeah, true.
Only you could wear it.
It's the Gypsy King style that we've coined, so.
Looking forward to seeing what you got for him for the grand arrival tonight. I've got a few questions for you, but first thing I've got to say is I've had a lot of Steves from Stevenage and a lot of Bills from Bowlby apologising for giving you shit. They read your message, you went viral, and they wanted to apologise.
Listen, it's all good criticism. He who can't take criticism shouldn't be able to take praise. But what I'm saying is, it's all right criticising someone, but what is it that you're going to do yourself? If I'm going to criticise another heavyweight champion, or another heavyweight, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to back my words up, go in the ring, do a fight, win, and then become what I'm saying I'm going to become. But if I was just a journeyman boxer, and I was slagging off Anthony Joshua or Deontay Wilder, then on what grounds would I be able to slag these men off? Like, they're world champions and I'm a journeyman boxer. Do you know what I mean? So you know, people can have their own opinions on everything because everyone's got an opinion, everyone's entitled to an opinion. But when your opinion's hurtful to other people, then what's even the point? I think on Bambi it says something really fantastic. The mother of the rabbit says to him, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. And you know, I've had to learn from my mistakes as well. You know, I've not always been a saint. We've all made mistakes in our lives, and we've all said stuff that maybe we shouldn't have at the time, and it's been said and it's too late. But there's always enough time to change and learn from your mistakes. And I think for me especially, like when I was young, I never really went anywhere, and as soon as I started travelling the world and seeing how things are and seeing all the different cultures and different backgrounds and different types of people and stuff, it really opens your eyes to everything.
It definitely does. Well, I've got a question for you on that, because we was talking off topic yesterday about how we can improve the UK. You've seen our society is here, and you were quite complimentary of it, because a lot of people have got misconceptions about Saudi. So would you ever come here, bring your family on a holiday here, and what do you like about the Saudi culture and the way people are?
I would bring my family here because you know why? It's a very safe place. Zero crime here. I reckon you could leave £1 million watch on the side, no one will touch it. And there's reasons for that. Because, you know, at home, you can literally go and stab someone, shoot someone, rob whatever you want, and you're probably going to get like 5 years or something. Sometimes you get a long time, or whatever. You might get 25 years, and that's how it should be. But like, there's so much crime going on at home now in the UK. It's a very dangerous place. I'd feel so much safer coming here to Riyadh than I would going to London with my family, for sure. So yeah, I do. I like the way the people are here. They're so welcoming, and everyone's about family and stuff here. Like, it's all about embracing everybody and unity, which is weird, because everything you've been told before coming here is like, oh, watch what you do over there, watch what you say, and then coming here, it's a totally different experience. And I found that out for myself in 2019. So here's another lesson: never be quick to judge before you actually know the right information and find out for yourself. So yeah,
you have to see it to believe it with Saudi, it seems like.
It seems so, yeah.
And even with the security side, I mean, just like a funny anecdote, Gul, you'll be able to attest to this, but I left my pair of glasses at our dinner the other night, and I went back an hour later and they were still there, and you actually left about 8K's worth of equipment in somebody else's car, which was returned about a few hours later as well. So it is genuinely safe.
This is definitely a safe place, for sure. But going back onto like the crime stuff in the UK, I really don't know how it's going to go. Because you got the youths of today, they don't respect the police. They don't. There's no real crime there's no real punishment for serious crime, and it's like going to prison is like is a top thing. Like I just don't get it. I just don't understand it.
Definitely a strange one, but hopefully they can sort it out.
And then they tell you don't do boxing and stuff and MMA because it's violent. But you go to a boxing gym, you never get any violent kids out of it. So it's very strange. I don't know what the remedy is, but I know something's got to happen. And raising taxes isn't the way forward with it either. That ain't going to help.
Do you think people are missing something at home? Maybe upbringing, maybe, I don't know. Because society's changing now, isn't it?
Do you know what it is? It's a circle. It's a circle of life. And it's very hard to escape the ghetto. And that's what it is. It's like a massive circle of being on the estates and living that gang culture and that. Listen, if anyone says anything, I'm going to make a move on him and I'm going to do him in and whatever. And we're only doing ourselves in. Brothers and sisters, and we're all one people, do you know what I mean? And we're all killing each other for absolutely fuck all. When a young kid thrusts a 10-inch kitchen blade in another one, for what reason? He bumped me in a queue, or he knocked my drink out my hand a month ago. And then you go to jail, and then some of them get a long time, like 25 years. And you wake up and you think, oh my God, like, I just killed somebody, now I've got 25 years, my life's over. For what? So, I just don't know, and it's hard to escape that culture. It's like it's a never-ending circle. And you tell me, Jordan McCann raps about it. How come people from the States never make it? And it's right. How many people from the ghetto, from the estates, get off the estates? It's very rare. 4 in a million, 10 in 2 million, I don't know what the odds are, but it's difficult. And so many of these rhymes and things that I hear from Jordan, they ring home. Because I look at the kids around today and that, and people are starving, they've got no food. So it's either steal or starve. So I can understand it, but it doesn't mean I agree with it. And it's down to the government to create more opportunities for deprivileged people. People coming from a deprived background. Don't victimise them. I hate this victim mentality. Oh, well, I come from a state, so I can't make it. That's bullshit. Anyone can make anything. Francis Ngannou was fucking homeless, eating rats in the street of Paris. Look where he's at now, about to make 10 million for his next fight. So I don't want to wear, I can't because of my skin colour. I can't because I've got tattoos. I can't because I'm short. I can't because I'm fat. There's no such thing as can't. I accept it's difficult coming from a deprived background. You've got no parent figure, no father figure, no mother figure. Maybe they're druggies, maybe they're alcoholics. Maybe we're all are. We've all been there at one stage. But I think it's down to government to create more opportunity in deprived areas. And that doesn't mean, give them a job in Subway, because it's a circle again. Do you know what I mean?
It's interesting because you mentioned alcoholics there, and that's another thing I picked up the other day from speaking to Nav about your fighting night kit. I noticed you've got no alcohol or gambling sponsors. Yeah. Is that your decision? Do you want to tell me about that?
Yeah, I won't do anything that will lead to mental health, which will lead to suicide. I won't advertise. I've had lots of gambling companies approach me for lots of big deals, like millions of dollars, to do advertising. But I won't do it because I've been down and out with mental health struggle, and I know what it's like. I know what it's like to want to take your own life. And when you're losing everything you've got gambling, then you want to take your own life. And some people do it. And mental health struggle is no joke. It's the biggest killer of any male under 35, more than cancer, more than car crash, more than anything. So all of these things, alcohol. If alcohol was invented today, it'd definitely be a Class A. And you would go to jail for having it on you if you had large amounts of it. And I just think the amount of alcohol consumed. I was looking up the other day, the fitness industry in the UK is worth $3.5 billion a year. The alcohol industry in the UK is worth about $64 billion a year. So it's ridiculous. It's one of those things, a lot of these crimes are done under the influence of alcohol. A lot of car crashes, a lot of break-ins, a lot of stabbings, robberies, shooting, killings, they're all done under the influence.
I mean, just to touch on that, I mean, Tyson's a committed mental health ambassador, and the addiction-based sponsorships is something that he's always turned down, and the wider team, myself, Spencer, they can all agree that he weekly offers come in astronomical figures for gambling, crypto gambling, for alcohol, addiction-based brands have always been long in touch with Tyson. He's turned them down one after the other.
And I won't do anything, even if it's not alcohol. I got offered to be sponsored by a vape company, a lot of money as well. I said, hell no. I don't do cigarettes, I don't do drugs, and I don't advertise anything like that. CBD oil, I've been offered to do one of them, not a chance. I won't do any of it, because all of it may lead to something else. And I've been there, I've been addicted to drugs, I've been addicted to alcohol, I've been on the verge of suicide, and it ain't good.
You don't want that sin on your head, I'm guessing.
Nah. No. Listen, I've got a lot of sins that I do every day myself. No one's perfect, we're all sinners. But I don't need to add to it all by taking what I'd say as like blood money, dirty money, gambling, drugs, alcohol, all that sort of stuff. I'm not going to advertise it because it's going to affect somebody's life. And that's fact.
I spoke to your brother the other day, just last thing, Tyson, before I let you go, and everyone's been talking about Anthony Joshua doing his 4-day retreat, etc. Everyone's got opinions on it, but your brother made a good point. He said it'd actually be quite good if he come and sat down with you and you two had a conversation, putting all the rivalry aside. And would you entertain something like that?
Do you know what it is? Everyone's got an opinion on why someone does something. But again, it's none of my business why Anthony's gone in a black room. I would say he's gone in that black room because he probably wanted to. And it's none of my business, it's none of your business, it's none of Nav's business, really, why he's gone in a black room. And who really cares? But I suppose they do it to sell bits of newspapers and things, and it is what it is. But yeah, the door's always open. I've said it a few times. If he needs any advice on any mental health or anything like that, it's the door's always open. And listen, sporting rivalry is one thing. But we don't have a rivalry where it's not hate. I don't hate him and he don't hate me. I wish him well. I don't know if he wishes me well, probably. But at the end of the day, we're two sportsmen and we're both done well. We both come from fuck all, don't forget. And we're both multi-millionaires now. So you have to admire that. Two kids, like I never went to school, left school at 10 years old to concentrate on being a boxer. Didn't have any money. Used to walk to the gym in the rain. I had gloves that were all ripped and fucked up and my gym kit was stinking and it was all ripped. Do you know what I mean? I never even had the lift, couldn't even, I had to jog there, train 2 hours and jog back. There was no, give him a lift to the gym in a nice warm car, and here's a nice £200 pair of gloves. I remember Ola Afolabi, former cruiserweight champion. He gave me a pair of winning boxing gloves when I was first turning pro, and they were all fucked up, all ripped and that, and I wore them for about another 4 years. I was like, world champion, give me these. These are unbelievable. And I wore them till they literally rotted off my hands. So, to go from that to where I am now, that's living proof that anyone can do it. And AJ, he's the same. He's come from the estate, come from nothing, comes from like Nigerian parents, come from a foreign country to England, and come from the ghetto. And he's made his way up to be a global superstar. So if that doesn't need 100% respect, I don't know what does.
Would you agree you both experience the same experience with the media? Because you've gone through a phase where when you started your career off, they wrote a lot of negativity about you, and now everyone jumped on the bandwagon. With AJ, he started off on top, and now they're throwing him back down because there's some comments he made off the cuff. You know, you both had similar stories there.
The thing is though, nobody's perfect, and although he's a bit more media trained than I am, we're all humans and things slip out and whatever. We say stuff in the heat of the moment, in the heat of when you're all worked up and you believe in something and you say it, and it is what it is, and then all of a sudden you've opened your mouth and you get penalised for it. Bang! Oh, look at this guy, this is what he wants, and then everyone jumps on your back and yada yada yada. So at the end of the day, I'll always say this: you can never make everybody happy, no matter what you do. And the main point of it all is you don't need to make everybody happy. You only need to make yourself happy. This is a selfish game we're living in, this boxing. Well, not living in, working in. And if you don't put yourself first every single time, you're going to come second best. And if you start putting other people's opinions in front of what you're doing, and if that's going to affect you, then you need to rejig, reshake, and start again. Because I've said it, I always keep saying this because I want the youths from today to understand me, that no matter what you want to achieve in life, it's always going to be fucking hard. It's never going to be easy. No one's going to say to you, all right, here, mate, there's a 10 million quid in a suitcase. Cheers, have a nice day. No chance. You've got to work your bollocks off every single day of your life for as long as you can in order to succeed at anything. Unless you do a lottery, and that could win. But the odds in that is astronomical. So anything's possible, nothing's out of reach, and you should always believe in yourself, because first you've got to believe in yourself and believe you can do something before anybody even believes in you. And then you've got to convince everybody else, and then you've got to prove it. But you never got to let other people's negativity bring you down, because the moment you do that, then you're going to fail.
I mean, that's amplified by the UK media. That we've got two immensely successful, celebrated English world champions and champions in their selected sports. I mean, we have a terrible habit of raising them up to the top just to drag them down, and it happens across a spectrum of sports. But like, we need to celebrate these talents while they're here. Yes, rivalry is super healthy, we love a good rivalry, but at the end of the day, like, once they're gone, and we should cherish them while they're here. Like, and I think what Tyson's speaking about, especially about, you know, the ethos that he's trying to promote, that's very rarely promoted widely. It's kind of controversy sells at the end of the day.
It does, but at the end of the day, we're all one race, the human race, and we're all brothers and sisters. And, you know, I think unity is the biggest thing ever. If everyone's together and thinking, and everyone's doing a thing together, it's much better than everyone being segregated and being apart.
The world would be more of a peaceful place, and we'd have less shit.
It would be, and the way things are today, everyone's got different beliefs, and everyone's got different opinions, and everyone's got different views, and it's tough, very tough times, and a lot of innocents got to pay the price for it all, and it's usually the case, and it's sad, because we're all God's children, no matter what colour we are, and what religion we are, whatever, cut us all open, every single person on this world, and we're all going to bleed red. So sad, and I'm saddened by it all, because it makes me sad. Whether it's the people killing each other in England, or whether it's abroad somewhere, or wars going on, or there's always going to be innocent blood spilled, and one life lost affects up to 50 different people. Families distraught forever. It's difficult to recover. I know it is. Only last year I had a cousin who was stabbed in the throat, and it's never gone. It's always there in the back of your mind. So it is tough.
Well, pray for peace, and Tyson, really appreciate your time. I'll let you concentrate on the grand arrivals in a bit. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys, and yeah, God bless, and never say never. Never let anyone tell you can't do something, because I tell you can, and everything's possible. God bless.
Boxing King Media with the Gypsy King himself.